are the world's largest vaccine manufacturer. Isn't it time we also took the lead in vaccinating our people in the battle against the pandemic? Those are some of the questions we're going to put to our panelists tonight. Joining me on the show are Dr. D.K. Gupta, CMD of Felix Hospital, Dr. Ravi Malik, CMD of Radix Hospital, Dr. Richa Sareen, consultant at Fortis Hospital at Vasant Kunj here in Delhi, and we're also hoping to be joined by Ashwin Rana, a banker, in just a moment. All right, Dr. Sareen, before I come to you, I want to once again read out for you and our viewers the tweets that have been put out today by Anand Mahindra, chairman of the Mahindra Group, and Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw. Mr. Mahindra says over half the new daily cases are in Maharashtra. The state is the nerve center of the country's economic activity, and more lockdowns will be debilitating. Maharashtra needs emergency permission to vaccinate every willing person. No shortage of vaccines. If we don't speed up the vaccination rate, we will suffer second, third, and fourth waves. Ms. Mazumdar-Shaw, Kiran Mazumdar-Shaw says, at last someone is saying what I've been pleading for weeks now. To prevent a surge, we must vaccinate the general population fast. And that brings me to the big question we're asking tonight, Dr. Sareen. If the supplies are abundant, as is being stated by most of the big pharma players, then why is the government hesitant to open up vaccination for the general population? Why have these artificial barriers? You know, in the beginning, it did make sense to have, to give priority to frontline workers and healthcare workers. But then there was criticism of how the drive was progressing very, very slowly. Now that we're in the second phase, we've involved the private sector. As I said, the supplies are abundant. Why these restrictions? Why not allow anyone and everyone to get that jab?
Yeah, so good evening. Thank you for having me on the show. So I absolutely agree with you that now is the time when we have to step up the vaccination process in a big, big way. Agreed that in the beginning there are roadblocks, in the beginning we are learning and it has to start from somewhere. But now that everybody is claiming that we have a lot of resources, and we do, then we should vaccinate a large part of our population, although they've started it in a phased manner, but now is the time when we have to step it up multi-fold. Otherwise, we'll not be able to vaccinate a substantial portion and not control the second, third, fourth wave. I absolutely agree. Although there is an element of irresponsibility in our behavior also, that we're not wearing masks, there is no social distancing, there are events happening, even, today's, if you watch the T20 is happening only today, the stadiums are empty. Otherwise, till day before yesterday, there was huge crowds in the stadium and nobody was wearing masks. Forget about social distancing. So that aspect is there. But definitely we need to step up our vaccination process. We need to make it round the clock, and we need to make it, voluntary, that anybody who is even less than 45 years of age, but more than 18 years of age and wants to get vaccinated, should be given this opportunity to get vaccinated.
Why not
it is their right in the present situation.
Absolutely. This is about, this is a matter of life and death, really. And, enough doctors have talked about how you cannot take the coronavirus granted in any situation. We've seen young people also lose their lives, comorbidities or not. Dr. Sareen, very, very quickly, my director tells me I will need to wrap up this show very soon. Mr. Anand Mahindra made the point that another lockdown is going to be absolutely debilitating. We saw what happened during the lockdown, and as a fallout of the lockdown last year, it, dealt a deathly blow to our economy. There were people who had to go through hunger and starvation. We saw what happened to the migrant laborers. Surely, as an economy, we are not ready for another nationwide lockdown. But if things continue, the way they are at the moment, who knows? We may be headed in that direction. Therefore, don't we need to act now on a war footing?
We need to act now. In fact, we needed to act 15 days prior to today, but that cannot be held now, because when we've seen developed nations like US and UK going into a second lockdown, how could we believe that India will not head in that direction? So we had to be prepared for this. And now that we've seen since the beginning of March the upsurge of cases in 7 to 8 states, it is not very far when it will be in the entire nation. We are again back to months back when the number of cases are equating to where we were some 7, 8 months back. So we have to act now and we have to act bi-directional. One, we have to reinforce that the pandemic is not over and we cannot let our guard down. We have to have COVID appropriate behavior, and simultaneously we have to step up vaccination process, because in one day we cannot vaccinate masses, but we have to step up and reach there probably in a few weeks or a few months where we are able to overcome the pandemic, because India cannot afford another economic lockdown, that is for sure.
Absolutely. We simply can't afford another nationwide lockdown. But the question that should be worrying all of us is, are we actually heading in that direction? Because we're witnessing that in European countries. We've seen what's happened in the United Kingdom. We don't want that happening here in India.